There's a famous story. It was on Yud of, the day after Tisha B'Av. It was in the morning, and there was a bacher was sort of humming to himself a song. And the Rebbe turned to him and said, the Beis HaMikdash is still burning and you're singing. That's one side of the coin, and it definitely is part of the way it is. And yet, for Chassidim, the concept number one of Simcha was always an extremely important concept. There's a famous story of a person who came to the Alter Rebbe. He said to the Alter Rebbe, I saw a chassid of yours who was crying on Simchas Torah, and he was singing on Tisha B'Av. The Alter Rebbe explained the following. By Chassidim, we don't just do things for the sake of doing them, we try and do them with the full truth. Simchas Torah, this person was sitting and thinking about the Torah that he wants to rejoice with. And he started thinking to himself, oi, what kind of connection do I have to the Torah? And that brought him to tears. On Tisha B'Av, the Chassid was thinking about the Beis HaMikdash that we lost, but about the fact that the whole purpose was in order that it should be rebuilt, and it brought him to start singing. So although we have to keep the laws of Shulchan Aruch that require certain laws of mourning, but nevertheless, in whichever way possible, will bring in joy. And not only that, we'll look at the purpose of Tisha B'Av, which is more than just mourning and crying about something that was, but rather to do everything possible to build the Beis HaMikdash, which has to be done obviously with Simcha, because that's ultimately what we're looking at. Not keeping Tisha B'Av, not crying Chas v'Shalom on Tisha B'Av, but on the contrary, bringing immediately the coming of Mashiach and the building of the Beis HaMikdash.